Hello, and welcome to the Instructor's introduction video for the Visual Analysis Learning Unit. So I'm going to go over all of the contents and the requirements for this learning unit. You're always going to want to read whatever is text I've included on each page, and with this particular learning unit, that's all of the reading that is required, is to just review the information and any required videos that I've included. There's one discussion post and one weekly quiz, and those are quick links that take you to those homework requirements. Anytime you see these blue underlined words, it oftentimes means that it takes you off of Canvas or to a page within Canvas, but it's like a quick link, or that's what I call them. So this link takes you to a website that reviews the work of the artist Badacharan. And so you can go ahead and learn more about the artist's life and any artwork that I have found on this particular website that would take you to other links so you could learn more about this artist's work. There's an instructor video lecture. It's about 25 minutes long, so you're going to want to watch this. And I'll always include on each of the lecture pages a PDF of the lecture. And the PDF of the lecture is something that you're going to want to reference when it comes time to taking the weekly quiz. Most of all of the answers will be found either in these PDFs, which reference the information that I've reviewed in the lecture. So here you can review the PDF at your own pace. You can download it and use it as references. If there are links, you can go ahead and potentially click on one of the links that might take you to another website for further research if you wanted to watch any of the videos that I've made available for you to watch. I usually indicate if there's a required video, and so then that would take you to that particular video. But a lot of really great information is available in the PDFs, which is also covered in the lecture that I will give that's available on YouTube. But if you want to do further research about the artists that I've collected or the movements or whatever is available in the PDF, it's here as a reference guide for you to use, which will give you kind of a foundation for the information that's covered in the learning unit. So always feel free to use these PDFs as a reference guide, not only for the information covered in the learning unit, but also to reflect on for the weekly quiz. One of the concepts that I'll be reviewing in this learning unit is visual analysis, and that's something that we're going to refer to pretty much throughout the semester. I'm constantly going to be asking you to provide me with the physical properties, which is basically the assessment of the objective information, so the facts, the artist, the name of the artist, the date of the artwork, the size, the medium, how it was made, and if it has any apparent functions. And you'll see with almost all of the vocabulary homework projects and most of the other weekly discussion posts, you'll be required to give these physical properties, which I go over in this week's lecture. But you're definitely going to be referencing back throughout the semester to this concept of the visual analysis. So here's the definition of these 4 types of investigation, which are also reviewed in the instructor's video for this week's learning unit. This is an important video that I want you to watch. It's 10 minutes long, and it talks about and gives yet more information on this concept of visual analysis. And here I've given you an example of the physical properties: the name of the artist, the title, when it was made, the size of the artwork, and the medium. I didn't talk about the apparent function, but that's something that's discussed in this video. So I want you to review that and then think about these concepts when you're addressing all of the different vocabulary discussion posts that you'll be required to navigate throughout the semester. So using this language of line, shape, color, hue, tonal value, saturation, texture, space, mass, balance or symmetry, movement, contrast. These are all words and terms that I want you to use when you're referencing and describing the artwork that I'm asking you to talk about throughout the semester. Another required video, it's about 4 minutes long, and this video goes over the concept of symbolism, which is something that we're going to be referencing again throughout the semester, and how artists use the concept of symbolism in their artworks that they've made from prehistoric all the way up until about the 13th or 14th century, that huge span of time that we'll be covering this semester. The list of vocabulary terms. So I've given you a list here and some links that will help you navigate the definitions of these terms and how they're used when we reference this concept of visual analysis within art history. And a bunch of helpful links if you want to do further research that reference either the artists that I mentioned in this learning unit, so for example Mark Rothko, and or some of the other concepts that were referred to in this learning unit. The first homework project is for a visual analysis homework. So you're going to watch this 2-minute video where I go over the requirements. And I just want to make a note, when you're responding to your classmates' post, be sure to include something that you learned from the module's information, or something that's connected to what your classmate wrote, and then reflecting on what you learned in the learning unit. So it's really important that in your classmates' discussion posts, you're actually referencing things that you gathered from a video or the readings or something covered in the learning unit. And then finally, there's the visual analysis quiz for this week. So that's the information for this learning unit. Keep me posted with any questions. Thank you.